Careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. You just might get it. What's up, Machine? Good morning to you. I'm on my way to work. It's a bit of a rainy day. Got an umbrella, but it hasn't rained on me. My grandpa just kept insisting on me taking the umbrella. And he calls it an umbrella. Like me, I'm like, hey, I need an umbrella. He'd be like, hey, does anybody have an umbrella? He like really emphasizes the Anyway. This is a cigarette. The reason I sang that song in the beginning was because yesterday I was speaking on how I, still like to be alone and still want to look for my own spot. When I got home, my grandpa let me know that he spoke to the social worker and they said that they can only have visitors for 29 days. Now, I'm not upset about this. This is a good thing. This will let my grandpa get back to being able to make as much money as possible. I don't even know if you can fucking hear me. But this will let him get back to having multiple foster kids at once. This will allow him, or this will allow me to feel a bit more free out here, We'll just think of this experience as a psych ward, okay? This is a place that I've come to. His house is a place that I've come to kind of get my head together, get my head right, get a job, get my money up, And then I'll shuffle back out the door into my world of shenanigans that I like to be in, okay? With that said, he seemed pretty upset about it. Personally, when he told me, I felt kind of a bit of relief because I don't know how to tell people, hey, I'm gonna move out. You know what I mean? I don't really know how to tell people that. So for that to be the natural chain of events, it works out for me. But man, he seemed bit up. He kept staring like off into the distance, thinking like, and saying like, man, I thought I had it all figured out, because he had to downgrade a room, or he didn't have to downgrade a room, but he did downgrade one of the rooms in his house with his job, his foster job or whatever, this and that. He made a lot of changes, and he thought something was going to happen, and it didn't. And I could really see he was beating himself up about it. And I saw a bit of myself there as he was doing it. My grandpa looks a lot like me. The other day, when I was way too high and he came into my room because I fell out, bruh, I was tripping. I was like, fuck, it's me. It's fucking me, dude. I thought that my grandpa was me from the future or something. Thankfully, as all these thoughts were going through my head, I told him, just give me a minute before I responded. Because I didn't want to say something real stupid along the lines of that. Anyway, what the fuck was I saying? Yeah, I saw a bit of myself in that. I gripe to myself a lot about the money I blew with the investment thing, with moving to Virginia. Yesterday while I was working, I had a package for New York City. Honestly, every day I tape up a package for basically everywhere in the whole country. So I don't know why that one, caught my eye more than it usually did. But it reminded me of a time not too long ago, but a pretty long time ago, probably 1.75 years ago. I was in New York City. I had just came back from Massachusetts. I was chilling, skating around. I had walked up to the Hudson River. I looked over it I had like $20,000 in the bank. I had like $20,000 and I had goddamn I was seeing if I could cross the street. Fucking crosswalks, man. Like, you really have to beg to cross the street. Although, if you don't press the fucking button, then the light will only be green for 2 seconds, so they can move as many of these people as possible. Anyway, I remember looking over the thing, leaning over the railing, and thinking to myself, loud ass F550. I fucking hate cars. I remember leaning over the railing and thinking to myself, I don't have to go back. I can stay right here. I was told to leave. I'm not wanted there. I don't belong there. I could start a new life. And I did not. I went right back to the old life of living in Virginia in a place where I'm not welcome, where, you know, not everybody, but enough people do not like me there to make it to fucking suck. What the fuck? Can I get the light? So, yeah. When I saw my grandpa doing that, kind of that same thing, okay, it's not really the same thing. But he looked like me when he was doing it, damn it. The point is, it kind of made me think to myself, man, I shouldn't beat myself up so much about my past mistakes. They come and go. You know, you gotta get used to it quick. So from here on out, officially, I am letting go of blowing all that money and wasting time living in Virginia. Okay? I had a great time with a lot of my family members. I was there for everybody's birthday. Okay? I was able to give them all gifts and inside jokes. You know, I was able to do the whole thing. I was able to help when people needed some help. It's just that the things that I'm trying to do, they can't really help me with that. The way I'm trying to live and the person I'm trying to be, they can't really. It's out of their ballpark. And I shouldn't, you know, come on, you know, you shouldn't pin so much on these people or that people or your parents. Now, I will say for the final fucking time, I did not move to Virginia because I was broke and destitute and needed money. I moved to Virginia because it was fucking after almost like a whole year of COVID, and we all just watched like 1 million fucking people die. And I thought to myself, my parents could die, so let me go spend some time out there. My father routinely, very, very often, very, very many times, would send me very long text messages and try to convince me to drop everything, leave my apartment, quit my jobs, this and that, leave everything and move out to Virginia to go live with him, and then he would add the stipulations of his deal. Oh, you can live here for however this long. You can live here for this long. You can do this. If you do this, and I'll let you do that. Type shit. The penultimate deal, with which I took, foolishly. And the reason I always said no is because I know he's a fucking liar. Ooh. My father can be very distrustful. okay? He'll say something, he'll say he's gonna do something, and then he won't do it, and then he won't even understand that he just told a lie. He doesn't even, I don't even think he understands that that's a lie, okay? I watched him put my older sister out and bring her back in so many times, and Dawn acted right. I didn't mean to name drop her. Maybe I'll blur her name. My sister, my older sister, she was acting right. She lived right. She followed their stupid little rules. Did I just drop my weed? No, it's on my other hand. She would follow their rules and be a good Christian, and you know what I mean, and she didn't do drugs or drink alcohol. It's just like, there's always a problem. Even after my sister's divorce, bro. Even after my sister, like, found out her husband was cheating on her, left him and everything, even then, my parents could not be there for her. Within months, they put her out. You know? So I knew I shouldn't have done it. I knew not to move out there. But I guess that time it wasn't 100% self-centered decision, you know? Part of it was like, man, like, I really need to spend time with my parents. Grandparents too. You know, when I went and sold my RV, you know, you gotta think about the good sides of things, because when I went to sell my RV, I got to visit my grandma out in Texas. I got to visit my grandpa out in California. I had a shit ton of money to do so with. Okay, I got to sell that piece of shit. What was it? $2,000. If you miss it so much, go get another one. Okay, because I got to sell that old fucking raggedy thing that kind of let down my expectations. You know, when you first if you've ever bought an RV, you know, for the first time, if you ever first time bought an RV, you know you're in for some surprises. Okay. So I wasn't fully prepared. Not to mention, Washington kind of sucks. It's like this all the time. It's always raining. This is out of the norm. I wish I could show you some sunshine out here. I'll show you some later. It doesn't get like that in Washington, man. It's a beautiful place. I'm not completely getting down on it, but it's a place in my past. A lot of places. There's a lot of places I've lived. There's a lot of places I've gone, and you leave it behind. You just keep moving. So it kind of gave me a good reason to let Washington go. Look at all this fucking garbage. Shameful. You know, one thing I kind of don't like about like hometowns is like everybody fucking knows you. People see you in the store, and you're like, maybe you know them from high school, and then it's like maybe one of you wants to talk but the other person doesn't, and then you got that weird encounter where like either you or the other person is like avoiding eye contact. It's kind of funny. You know, I remember this one girl, like, I was talking to her for a bit, and then I kind of realized, like, okay, this girl, she don't really care about me. She's bored. Let me get back to living my actual life. And then my actual life is usually car problems. So I was sitting at the bus stop with my new wheel bearing or whatever, and like she drove past me, and so because she drove past me, she wanted to text me and all that. Oh my God, it's fate. That's not what she said on the text, but she said that one time. And it's like, it's not really fate. We just happen to be in the same area. You know what I mean? And have been for a while. Okay? You get a bunch of old friends who, I don't know, maybe you grow apart from, I don't know. But you're neighbors, so you feel a bit more obligated. It's good to move when you're ready. It's good to go to a new place, see new things. You know, I meet a lot of people, and some people have never even left the place where they were born. Look at this fucking sprinkler. Are you serious? Fucking sprinklers on the goddamn sidewalk? They're like all, ooh. I'm not gonna let this get at me. I'm just gonna time it right. It feels like I'm like going around them fire traps in Mario. This is some bullshit. This is ableist. Or something. It's a good thing I moved to Virginia. Got to reconnect with my family. It's a good thing I don't have anything else tying me down to Washington. Because, believe it or not, as much as I wanted to cling to the area, I had already lost everything when I lost my home a whole year before then. Maybe it's a good thing I lost that money. Have you thought about that? Maybe it's a good thing I fumbled that bag. Because there's bigger bags available. And if I came up on 100 bands, if I came up on 1,000 bands, you know what I mean? I think I'll be able to be a bit more responsible with it, because I've seen just how quickly you can fuck everything up. I think. So, it's all a learning experience, dude. And maybe it's a good thing that legally, and let me be clear, I did ask multiple times and check multiple times with him before making the decision and raise multiple concerns. Hey, are you sure that just some random fucking guy off the street can come live in your guest room when you have foster kids? And he assured me it would be fine. And it will. But maybe it's a good thing that I continue to be in my own little world where I feel most comfortable and have the space to do my whole thing. And blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 yakety yak. Don't talk back. I'm here at work. So, I'm like 45 minutes early probably. Gonna chill out in the break room. Gonna do a hard day's work. I have been working like 8 days in a row, every day since fucking Thanksgiving. And the hours, they'll fucking just come up to you and change the hours out of nowhere. This lady is about to hit me with her car. Okay. They just walk up to you and be like, yeah, tomorrow you need to come in at 7. Yeah, today we're gonna stay until 6:30. I'm like, bro. They'll be, bro. Let me not dwell on that. So, is that a diaper? What the fuck? Why is there a diaper on the ground there? Get in there, give it your best. Get the hell out, get the money. Smash like.